Alright, so I'm on my way home right now from UCLA. I don't know how many of you guys that are watching this follow me on Instagram, but I had a post and a couple of stories where I said, slide into my DM, ask me a couple questions. I'm going to be making a video answering people's questions on the way back or on the way out because I've got like a 6-hour road trip ahead of me. But before we get into the video, I just want to take a quick second to say, fuck the Los Angeles Dodgers. They can take their fucking Mickey Mouse ring from last year, shove it up their fucking ass. This team can't win a championship in a full season. They had Max Scherzer and Trey Turner in the middle of the fucking season. Can't even get the fucking 1 seed in their own division. And then they fucking lose to Atlanta in the NLCS. Oh, I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I'm not even a Dodgers fan, or I'm not even a fucking Braves fan or anything. I'm a Giants fan. So seeing them spend all that money for it to blow up in their fucking face, I love it. And where the fuck's Trevor Bauer? Where the fuck's Trevor Bauer? You remember that? Big offseason signing? Motherfucker's in court. Can't even pitch. Alright, first question. What car do you drive? And what's your favorite thing about it? I drive a 2007 Toyota Camry. Honestly, I couldn't tell you exactly what my favorite part about it was. I'm just happy that it gets me from point A to point B in a timely fashion, depending on how I step on the fucking gas pedal. But it's definitely, I guess the favorite part that I've had is the consistency so far. The consistency, because I've had 2 cars before this one. I had a 99 RAV4. Actually, that shit was consistent. That one was nice. But it was also just a piece of shit. Because, I didn't treat it well. And, yeah. So that one, that was a good car. That was a good car. I don't mean to talk mess on it, but it was time to get a new car. So then after I got the RAV4, I got an 05 Civic from some random dude on the side of the road. Great decision, I know. So I get that car, I'm driving it for a couple weeks until I find out that there's a crack in the catalytic converter. The way that I found that out was I was driving home from my buddy's house and I stopped at a light. All of a sudden smoke is coming out the front of my car. And that's never a good fucking sign. When smoke's coming out the front of your car, never a good fucking sign. But anyways, I get back to my place. Car's fucking smoking like a motherfucker. I spent like a week or two trying to figure out what's wrong with it. Finally realized, yes, there's a small crack on the catalytic converter, which is the reason why it keeps fucking overheating. So that car was a piece of shit at that point. So I scrapped the two of the... I still had the RAV4 around the same time as the 05 Civic. So luckily I was able to drive around the RAV4 for a little bit. But yeah, I have not had the best of luck with cars. But this one seems to be doing alright so far. I don't want to speak too soon on it because I still got another fucking like 4 hours in this road trip. But yeah. That's probably my favorite thing about this car, is that it's not an absolute piece of shit. Alright, next question. What are your thoughts on the Lakers and the Dubs this season? So the Warriors. How do I feel about the Lakers and the Warriors? I feel like the Lakers are going to be a team that comes out the gate slow. They had a tough one against the Warriors to open it. I don't know how they did against the Suns the other night. But they're gonna take a second to build chemistry. They almost remind me of the Buccaneers a little bit, in the sense where it's like you have so many fucking, stars. You have stars. You have fucking LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook, just to name a fucking couple. So that should be enough to carry your team. But it's gonna take time for them to build chemistry, especially with like Carmelo Anthony coming off the bench. I see the Lakers doing well. They're not going to win the fucking championship. I don't even see them coming out of the West because there's still the fucking Nuggets and the Jazz. The Nuggets and the Jazz are probably going to be one of the teams that come out of the West this year. But not to say that the Lakers can't make a run, but with their age, I can't see them being able to maintain a full season of health and being able to get a high playoff seed. Like they could. Okay, that's a little bit of a ridiculous thing to say. They're probably going to be They're going to be a top 4 seed, if I were to guess. But then you get to the playoffs, and then you play the 5 seed right away. Or no. Yeah. You play the 5 seed right away. That's going to be a tough series. Then you go on to play the fucking. God, I'm blanking on the. Either way, they're going to have a tough-ass matchup in the playoffs either way. And by then, I think their team's going to be worn down to the point where they're not going to be able to move on. And then the Warriors, they're fucking interesting. I see them making it back to the playoffs, probably as like a 5 or 6 seed. Because, I mean, we're banking on Steph Curry to play out of his fucking mind. Jordan Poole to step the fuck up. And we're hoping that James Wiseman and Klay Thompson come back healthy. If those guys can come back healthy and strong, the Warriors are looking pretty decent this year. But I don't see them winning the championship either. Because again, there's teams like the fucking Jazz and the Nuggets that are just units. Those guys are fucking studs. Nobody talks about these fucking teams because it's freaking Utah and Denver. Like who the fuck is a Jazz fan? I've not met one Jazz fan. And the only reason why I've met Nuggets fans is because I have a friend that lives in Colorado and a few of his friends are fucking Denver fans. So yeah, I don't see either of these teams making the finals or even the Western Conference finals for that extent. But there's still going to be good teams that make the postseason. What has been your favorite school to go to so far? So, while doing Tailgate State, I've gone to fucking eight different schools now. And my favorite one so far has been UT Austin. Not necessarily for the school or the tailgate itself, but just when it comes to having the most fun, I would be out on 6th Street where they have 3 to 4 blocks just blocked off, and it's just bar after fucking bar after fucking bar. And the atmosphere at night is just a fucking electric factory to the point where, like, yeah, there's just so many people out there. I loved it. The music's great. The clubs are great. The drinks were cheap, which I wasn't completely expecting. But I'm not going to argue over fucking cheap drinks. Especially after I just went to LA and paid fucking, I don't know, $14 for a shot and like $11 for a fucking beer. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. But if I were to go and talk about what school I thought had the best tailgates or what schools like were most into their football team, it had to be Texas A&M. Sure, I may have like caught lightning in a bottle by going to fucking A&M versus Bama the week where they beat Bama, but just walking around their tailgates pregame, it's ridiculous. Everybody's fucking hammered. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's ready for the fucking Aggies to hopefully perform. Nobody was too high hoped pregame on them winning. But when they ended up winning, me and my cameraman were back in our hotel room because we were getting ready to leave because we had an early flight the next day. We seen that happen. We seen that A&M beats Bama. We looked at each other and said, oh, fuck, we have to get back out there. There's no way we can't record this. So there's that video too that's on the channel. Biggest video yet too. Fucking really happy with that one. And yeah, that's really it with it. Fuck! Ah! pull out the yawns. That's the best way to do it. I'm also going off of fucking 3-4 hours of sleep right now doing this drive. So, I'm tired. Heard a little bit from the bar last night. Fucking, I met up with a friend that I went to college with for a little bit. We went out to the bar, or to a club. And honestly, clubs are just fucking the worst. Like, if you're not shit-faced by the time that you show up, they're the fucking worst. Because everybody's just so tightly crammed together. It's hot. Drinks are expensive as fuck. There's nowhere to fucking go. Everybody just looks uncomfortable. Like, I really don't understand why. Because if it were up to me, I'd much rather go to a cool little bar. Like, if there's a dance floor, nice, yeah, cool. Go dance on the dance floor. But, like, when it's just a club, and it's just dance floor and bar, and everybody's crammed into this little fucking area, that's not appealing. I got a little off track. Alright, let's go on to the next question. I only have like 1 or 2 more anyways, I think. Alright, the next question is, when is the Colorado Boulder versus Arizona Tailgate State video coming out? That one, honestly, probably will not be coming out. We went out, we recorded. CU was honestly kind of a dud to begin with, but I still would have liked to have the video just so you guys kind of could tell what the tailgates are like at these places. Because that's why I'm really doing this. Like, yeah, I get to talk to drunk people. Yeah, I get to go to all these different colleges. But it's really so you guys can get a feel of, like, what these tailgates are like. And, yeah, Colorado kind of sucked. Like, I got a couple of good clips, but the microphone wasn't connected properly, so all the audio is dog shit. I've been trying to fuck around with it, fix the audio, like, the best I can, but I don't know if there's gonna be enough there for a full video. Yeah, so I don't know if there's gonna be enough for a full video, but I'm hoping that I could salvage the clips that I have, like, that are actually pretty decent. Hopefully I can fix the audio on those a little bit and put them on Instagram or on TikTok or something. But this week was UCLA. That one went alright. There was the atmosphere was great. It was like as a student or as just a fan, great place for a game. Great place for a fucking game. But when it came to asking questions about the tailgates and blah, 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 people didn't want to fuck with me. I had several people being like, yo, I'm not trying to be in your video, after I already started talking to them, so they wasted my fucking time. So, yeah. We're gonna see. We definitely did get some good clips. There is enough for a video, but I definitely would have liked to get more. So I'll make sure when we do Arizona State next weekend, it's also going to be Halloween weekend at Arizona State. I would be a fucking dumbass if I didn't record. So, yeah. Next week will probably be a little bit of a longer video. We'll see though. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the first question and answer from my DMs on the Dirty Boy Network. I don't know how many more of these I'm going to do. I mean, I'm always down to just answer more questions out of the DM, but this was just because I was going to be on a road trip by myself and I was going to get bored, so I figured might as well answer some questions. If you guys want to see this again, leave a like, leave a comment, hit me in my DM at the DB Network. So, yeah. Let's do this again, because this was a little fun.